If civilization is to survive, we must cultivate the science of human relationships, the ability of all people of all kinds to live together in the same world at peace. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Beware the first taste. It breeds a hunger insatiable, wherein those who submit to the animal passions dig a bottomless pit with the shovels of their lies and try to fill it again with platitudes and empty excuses. They manipulate their wealth, status, and loved ones. Just a little more and I'll be okay. Sink not into the shining darkness of this Faustian bargain. For within lurk demons you can't possibly hope to control.
It was a gathering years ago, many years, centuries ago, and there was not all these interactive activities that we have now. But now we made it like islands. We released its own island on its own.
Across most religions, and Arabs, Christians, Jews, there's a stream that says, love your neighbor as yourself. That's one of the principles. And I think if we go basically there, it's the question of humanity.
I mean, our politicians have to be doing something different?
That's correct. The first thing that I would do is to be able to get up in front of this country or lobby the people who can get up in front of this country and say, you know what, we're going to have some courage here, but we're going to create an energy policy that makes sense. We're going to stop polluting our world, and we're going to stop selling our souls. I would have to sell the world on that. I would have to sell the country on that. That's not an easy thing to do.
Great Greek philosophers such as Plato and Pythagoras wrote books about this. It is a known fact among modern-day scientists that matter lives on forever. When we die, only the physical body dies. The soul lives on. It goes from form to form. We each have lived an endless number of lives and will continue to do so into the indefinite future. With each new reincarnation of the soul, we are presented with a brand new form and a completely new palette of new adventures to be revealed.
In my past life, I was lady in waiting in Russia. The ball, oh, dressed like a queen, not a lady in waiting. Oh, the tiara, the diamond earrings, the gown, the ermine, everything I wore. So beautiful. In my favorite color, blue. Oh, those were the days in my past. And here, Rasputin, he was after me. He was after me. No. I never forgive you. Oh, I loved him. Gone. Rasputin, get out of my life.
Once upon a time, the world was peaceful, beautiful. Well, most of the time. But a virus was sweeping across the land. A growing culture of secretive
baklava devouring people
had been developing in the underground world of Gotham's streets. Throughout the island, the symptoms of this infection were becoming apparent. In every street corner, in every sidewalk, in every bus stop, people wearing
coats. Deep in the pockets of these coats, a hidden bundle of baklava could be hid. Rushing to their apartments and locking themselves in, these addicts behaved in an increasingly alarming and convertedly clandestine manner.
Suspiciously and surreptitiously rushing about, they were deeply paranoid. Only one action relieved these symptoms.
Sylvia's baklava.
It came about. The origins will be quite clear as our story is revealed, that a small cult of individuals started discovering a particular breed of baklava, known at large as Sylvia's baklava. The small cult grew and grew exponentially until it was entirely and utterly out of control. The police could do nothing to stop the illegal trading of baklava, an activity that had enveloped and lured the lives of many youths and middle-aged individuals alike.
Yo, man, where's the stuff? Baklava.
Any minute, man. Any minute. Could be too much. Got a lot of money.
Where's the stuff, man? We'll be coming back every half hour. I'm fiending over here. I really need it.
Really good stuff. Just check back. Go get a bite. Go get a cookie. And by the time we get
a bite or two.
Stop pushing me! How's that?
Keep going. There you go.
No! Don't! Don't!
$20. Do you think you can rip me off?
No!
Huh? Rip me off?
Rip me off. You can take me, huh?
I feel great, relaxed. I feel like I'm floating. It's wonderful. It's a great feeling. I do it every day.
You do it every day?
Yes, I am. I'm very addicted to it.
And only this kind? Sylvia's baklava?
Yes, just that drug. Very good drug.
And you?
Yeah, I do it like once or twice a day. Maybe sometimes even like do it all day if I wanted to. Because I just like it. That's why I do it. But it's good. But it's really, really good drug. It's nice. It's really nice. I feel like I'm flying and feel like it's up, all the way up. Just not down, all the way up. It makes you high and I love it.
I can neatly divide my life into two parts. The first part would be when I was good. And I was wholesome. And now I don't know what I'll be or what I'll become. Why did I do it? I don't understand it. Was it the money? The wine, the women? And then I was just fine, and then I got lured into that world, and then I died.
my God! Ah, I lost my baklava now. I give you a card. Come on, come on. Come on inside!
I am Ansuma, and welcome to Ansuma's cooking show. Now, I am a Middle Eastern woman, and not many Middle Eastern women get a chance in the cooking world today. But today, because I know my show is going to be a big hit with all of you, I'm going to show you my famous, world-famous Ansuma baklava recipe from the Middle East and from my family. An ancient tradition, ancient secret that you're going to love, you're going to enjoy so much. So, please, write in with your comments, call if you like. But we have lots of baklava, lots of cooking today, so tune in, enjoy.
Μπροστά σου είναι μαζί με το μήλο. Μαχαίρι να σας το
Μάνο, Μεγιάνο, Λασμάνα. Ευχαριστούμε τον Θεό που μας έφτασε στην ημέρα αυτή.
Okay. What about us? We don't drink wine? What about me?
Oh, equal rights. You could drink it already.
Moondance Pictures presents a Greek dessert films production, Beyond Baklava. The fairy tale story of Sylvia's Baklava.
I just got it from lunch. I had the best dessert. It's baklava. Do you know what that is? It's like this nuts and honey and like this phyllo dough and stuff. It is so good. It is so sweet. I loved it. It's neat, it's a treat, and it's made by all Greek mothers. Sylvia's baklava surpasses all the others.
I love her baklava.
Everybody wants baklava.
Our story begins in a suburb of Gotham in the rainy month of April, where we find Wendy practicing diligently for an important audition.
What a beautiful day for a straw. Straw is walking.
The TikTok Diner, the best Greek food in the city.
Nothing like a great comic book. Wendy doesn't seem to grow up. Her grandmother Sylvia is concerned about this.
Why? Take this. It's in Greek though.
Oh, it's nice. If you want, I explain to you. Alright? Alright?
Wendy agrees to switch literature and asks for a favor.
All of my friends are asking for baklava.
I don't have today. Enough. Today I have a big headache. Alright?
Every time I ask you, you say another time.
Do you think that the global insanity as it is right now, collective insanity, what I call, is resolvable, and we can have peace and some kind of a consciousness that would actually entice our way to road to global peace?
I pray it will happen. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I sincerely pray that we won't explode ourselves out of the world.
Without a doubt, humanity was created for toil and struggle. Each trial raises our station. Each obstacle tempers the resolve of the will and the purity of the heart and soul.
At last, the day of Wendy's audition has arrived. It's a beautiful sunny morning, and Wendy takes the subway into Midtown. She has prepared for this audition for weeks.
What is Wendy Palopoulos? You know, J change the name.
But the song she sang was not quite his style.
Out! Out of my casting office! Out from audition! Don't call us, okay? We call you, okay? Why you don't marry an American boy and change them? First of all, like I said, change the name Wendy Papagalo. What is this name here? Get out of here. I'm not gonna repeat it. Get out! Out! I don't wanna scream. Get out of here! Out! Oh my God, those people, what do they want? What do they want in out! Peace and quiet. Music in my ear. Oh, God. Next!
Now there's someone who knows what he wants.
Wendy changed the last name from Papagalo Polinsky.
She changed Polinsky?
Yes.
Never!
Yes.
Polinsky!
Papagalo
Great
Polinsky.
name! My grandfather was Polinsky.
Δεν ταιριάζει. Doesn't go for her artistic career. So she did it Poli.
Poli bird?
Yes.
All right, Sally. There's a lady on the phone who's also named Sally. She wants to have a singing telegram sent. Clarence? Endicott? And what? You want us to send flowers to your husband? All right. Good afternoon. Can I help you? You can have a telegram sent out by nightfall. Okay. Call us again if you want one. Bye.
Mood is everything, don't you think? It's so hard. I can't see her. If only she could come closer to me. Closer. Closer.
He just loves that baklava.
You know, there are a lot of pretentious cooks on this planet.
I am Ansuma. The key to the baklava is it's a very long, extended process. In fact, it takes about 10 days to make one little piece of baklava. So, I'm going to have 10 installments shown over pay-per-view. It's only $9.95 per episode, but you must tune in and give us your support and love. Thank you.
Yes, you've made the right choice. Come with me. I am Tula, Vula's sister. And in a moment, you're going to see Vula's wonders in the kitchen. And I'm going to be there too. But we must take this commercial break first. I'll be right back.
Now, about this pay-per-view, many people called in, asked me questions about this. Now, you have to send the $9.95 in, even on the days where we don't do the show. Now, I need your money. I need support. I'm on television. This costs a lot of money.
Hello, I'm back now, and I'm going to take my shirt off because it's very hot in here. So I am Tula. I have to offer the looks of the family, and Vula, she's got the hands and the brains, and she makes the best baklava, really.
So, what I ask you to do, every show runs on Monday. We ask you to send in the $9.95 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even though the shows aren't on those days. Saturday and Sunday, too, please. It will be a great, great help for me and my family and for my baklava.
With me, you're going to watch me while you eat the baklava at home, and it's going to be great. You're going to want to call.
You send in the shows on Monday, and you get it all throughout the week. It will be a great, great help for me.
Okay, this is nothing. I do better things. I have to be a millionaire.
And baklava for everyone.
Other people and the other networks, this crazy Anzuma, this person cannot cook, and she looks like a man.
That's the worst baklava I've ever tasted. Worst. It's maggot-filled crap with the wrong amount of everything.
Hello? Who is that? It's Rasputin. I told you not to call here anymore. I can't get anyone to go to that part of town. I've asked each of my workers 4 times, and none of them will go. So look, I'd like to help you, but I don't know what to do. I can't pay them any more money. They won't do it no matter how much I pay them. Yes, who is it? A singing telegram? And can you sing? That's the main thing, you know. Sing hot cross buns for me right now. I do have one job. Maybe you could try this afternoon. We'll try you out and see how you can do. It's to go up to a part of town that you may not have been to before, but it's very interesting up there.
I'm so happy that you're a part of my team. No, it's very, very good that you'll be here to manage my business. I'll give you here the book of the entries of the orders for the next month. As you can see with all the hats, we have 1,000 different varieties, and as a result, they all must be shipped out. I just want you to be able to take everyone's name, number, telephone number, tell them where I'm traveling. I'll only be away for a couple weeks visiting the different branches around the world. I have many, many treasures in this apartment. Many of these are trophies that the officers have won. Hello.
Hi, it's Wendy from Singing Telegrams, USA Incorporated, for Ramona, Marie, Adelaida,
Yes, come in, please. But, I mean, with all of these treasures here, maybe one day, as single woman I am, maybe one day it's all yours.
Okay, I'm an actress, I can do this. I'm an actress, I can do this. I'm an actress, I can do this. I'm gonna spin 3 times. 2, 3. I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Let's go down and see who's knocking at the door. Yes, hello.
Adelita Maria KIETA from a secret admirer. Happy birthday to you!
Maria Adelita KIETA.
My secret admirer for you. It's a flower for you.
Go away.
Say, well done. Imagine that girl just showed up when I needed her. Hi there, pussycat. You can't tell when something good is going to happen to you, and I think we're going to make a lot of money from it.
I must get the door. Yes.
Happy Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day! Ramona Maria Adelita KIETA! Happy Valentine's Day for you from a secret admirer!
Good afternoon, Johnny at Singing Telegrams, Inc. Ramona? What? You don't want any more telegrams? You've been driven crazy by this guy? Rasputin?
Come to me now. Come to me.
Katina. Katina. Wendy is sending telegrams. You know this?
She's doing what?
Sending telegrams.
But Celia, really, I don't like her doing singing telegrams if it's the regular singing telegrams.
What about your classes in doctor? You should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, an architect, a pharmacist. What's that? Singing? Telegrams? Forget it. No money for that.
Nikos, why are you screaming at me? VIENNE, sto αυτοκίνητος, is not the car.
Happy November 1st Day, Mrs. Ramona Adelita Maria KIETA.
There's no
Happy
November 1st holiday.
From a secret admirer. I'm sorry, I forgot your flower.
Yes?
I'm sorry I forgot your flower, but here you can have the strain.
Go
It's from my own collection.
away.
Maybe my father was right. Maybe I should have become an engineer or a doctor.
How about a circus queen?
Shut up!
Someone gives me a train for babies. Boys, possibly, not girls. The Emperor of China sends me beautiful, hand-painted Chinese porcelain. It's exactly what I wanted. I have perfumes from Chanel and from all of the different designers. The Prince of Morocco has sent me his waterman and all of his jewels. Oh, how I love Morocco. But I do know who sent me the train. It's that stupid Rasputin. He has done this to me again. I will not put up with this. I will not put up with her. Hello, buddy. Yes. Yes, it's Ramona Maria Adelita KIETA. Listen, do I have one for you? If I push her off on you next week, could you interview her and get rid of her from my lifestyle? Okay. Good buddy. Good boy. Bye-bye.
Singing telegrams aren't paying enough money.
If only her grandmother would give her the secret recipe.
Now what?
Mrs. Ramona Maria Adelita KIETA, I'm really sorry. I was very rude to you before. So I just want to say I'm sorry.
I
I've
think
just
you
had a
always
long
wanted to be
day.
an
I don't get
actress.
any tips.
Here's a card of
What?
a friend of mine. Call him in California on Monday.
Oh. A producer from California.
Andrew Scott here for WJLP. Police are telling people in New York to avoid people who show these prime symptoms, those who are putting hands in their pockets, those who carry white plastic bags, those who are hurrying about in a very scattered way, or those who are hastily locking themselves in their apartments or not showing up to work or otherwise showing very disturbing behavior.
No, I am working on it. I can't get it. You try and get Sylvia's recipe. I don't have it. Yes, John Richard. Yes. I'll trade everything here in my business in New York and the world. I'll call you back if I get any closer to the entire recipe. You can count on my word. Ramona's. Thank you, John Richard. Thank you. Ramona Maria Adelita KIETA. It's your city.
Stress like this calls for a big piece of baklava.
What a treat.
This one came from Wendy, made by Sylvia as a thank you for the referral to the producer in Los Angeles.
Yeah, baby. I see someone I'd like to talk to. Hello, I'm Lady Ramona Maria Adelita KIETA. Would you like to make a lot of money? I am looking for someone with the Greek recipe for baklava. I have a famous business here in this building, but if I could get someone who could give me a recipe, a secret ingredient like Sylvia's, you and I could make a lot of money.
This is how a tour expresses what happened to him in his own words.
I was doomed from the first word she spoke to me. I became her first emissary, a baklava ambassador as she liked to call me.
You'll be one of my employees, starting at a salary of $50,000.
My relationship with Ramona was very complex. Our love was destined for everlasting burning in the fires of hell. Like falling into a vicious, deadly whirlpool of quicksand, I was at once stripped of my innocence. I entered a world of the dark, a world where the money was fast, the women easy, and the stakes very high. I got involved in the international, underground, black market trade of baklava.
The horror of thinking of the world exploding itself. Is this the most horrible thing in the world? I just cannot believe it, and I don't want it to happen to my children, their children, their children. I don't want it to ever happen in the world. It must not. But how can we make it not happen?
Your grandmother, Sylvia, she makes a baklava recipe. I've got to have it. Follow me. Let's sit down at the table. Maybe I can bribe you. Dollars and cents, diamonds, jewels, whatever.
Do you have hats?
Hats. I make hats. Nothing but money's. All of this could be yours. Even the hat business. With designing hats. And the people that work for me. I'll trade hats. If I could get the secret baklava ingredient for the best baklava in the world. I have people waiting. It's your grandmother. She has it.
But what about every diner in the city carries baklava?
No.
Don't they sell it to you?
Don't tell me about baklava around the world. There's no other baklava better than Sylvia's. All of this for a secret ingredient. This is just a start. This is just tonight to make a contract.
Ramona also seduced others into her web, including Harold, then just a small-time baklava dealer.
You know what, May West said? It's not the men in my life. It's the life in my men.
I got a lot of life.
Before we order the pizza, I think you better, try and get another package of cigarettes. You, the cigarette thief.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you can take your van and And with my cash, I can pay you transporting from Princeton all of the baklava from Sylvia grandmother. I, for your $10 packages of cigarettes, can take care of you very well, baby. Cigarettes, baklava, back and forth, Princeton, Grandmama, Auntie Ramona, she's here for you.
Sounds great.
And so now, Harold too learned who Sylvia was.
That would be so to get it. That would be ideal for a nice coffee and a piece of baklava. Give me your recipe and I'll do it.
Today I can.
And you come to my place. How do you make that delicious baklava?
I can't take you now because my neck hurt me. Sorry.
Clandestine implications of baklava addiction. Is it really worth it?
I have to leave you now, but I'll see you later in about an hour. I'll be at your house. And get out the baklava, okay? All right, thank you. I'll have a lovely piece.
I have been her daughter a long time. And I don't know what to tell the kids now. They want to know how to do the baklava. And I don't know how to make the baklava. It's time to find the secret.
Ramona. Oh, yes. Yes, I have left the van full of baklava near JFK. Yeah. At the terminal you told me about. Yep, that's it. It's there. What about the money? All right. Hope you have a nice day. You'll never know it was my Aunt Zuma's baklava.
But you must tune into every episode.
She'll think it's Sylvia's.
A tour thought he had tricked Ramona and gotten away with it. But Ramona was not so easily deceived.
Ramona's sending me to LA tomorrow to be the new baklava ambassador. On to another day of trading baklava.
Early in the morning, he was on a plane to Los Angeles. Ramona secretly decided to join him last minute to poison him with moldy baklava while in midair. But before she had a chance to offer him the poisonous mold, suicide terrorists hijacked their plane and crashed it into the Twin Towers of Manhattan. Learning of the death of his muse, Rasputin was completely devastated.
Dad, you're taking me to the airport, right?
Where are you going?
Today I'm flying to LA, remember?
No, you are wrong.
I told
you. You are going nowhere.
By chance, Wendy was supposed to have been on that same flight.
Got a great acting job in LA in a sitcom.
Yeah, you can find thousands of jobs in New Jersey and in New York and all around the area. You don't need to go so far.
But Dad, I have to take this job.
Unless you are becoming the governor of LA, I will accept, not less than that.
It was there that she first met Harold. She didn't know that he had followed her there. They became karaoke buddies. By that point, Harold was already deeply involved in the baklava trade. Harold showed Wendy a way to start making real money.
But they were being watched. Harold told Wendy's family that he had a dying uncle who needed to eat many pounds of baklava daily to keep alive. So they all begged Sylvia to make it for him. But one day, Harold talked Wendy into helping him with an idea that he had, setting Aunt Zuma's warehouse on fire.
Harold spoke fast of all the riches that awaited them. Wendy knew it wasn't something right to do, yet she went along.
baklava, burn the baklava, burn the baklava.
Zuma's was the world's leading distributor of baklava. Destroying his warehouse forever ends his empire, opening the door for Harold's version of SYLVIA'S baklava to hit the market.
Baklava ambassador. If I want to do it, I have to decide by tonight to go back to LA. Promised me a lot of dough. As you know, babe, money talks, bullshit walks. Ooh, perfect shot. I'm going. How's that? Ooh, as usual.
Wendy could not go along.
So, why you have to go to LA? You are going to leave your family? Is your family important to you or not? Tell me, I want to hear that. Tell me.
Harold was quick to leave for LA, leaving Wendy behind.
Sorry about our relationship, baby, but, you know, money talks. Everything else walks.
As she drove back home alone, Wendy started doing some soul searching and began realizing something was wrong. Suddenly, a bright light was shining. The police got Harold right as he walked into the terminal. Wendy was lucky. They didn't take her. Wendy had to start making some changes, but didn't know where to start. The ghost of Artur had been haunting that part of town, where he had been killed. Artur told Wendy of his tragic tale.
Nothing compared to the trauma of seeing the towers go down one by one, you know. It was just pretty, everybody was oohing and eyeing, and at that time I decided that, you know, I had to go back to the city, and that's what I did.
And Wendy told him about Harold, baklava, and singing. Artur said, the key to singing is the same as the key to world peace.
That's what I did.
And then he mysteriously vanished.
Listen. Here is a sign you may or may not understand. All things in the heavens and the earth are in harmony, coming together to form a single whole greater than the sum of its parts. So too is the purpose of your languages and races, your nations and tribes. Vanity, wasteful futilities that exalt nothing propel the machinery of offensive war, behind which cowardice laughs at your self-aggrandizing, jingoistic stupidity. Find and master your violence. Step outside yourself. Step outside of history. See reality for what it is, not what you think it is. Failure to do this is suicide, a suicide abhorred by God and by nature. World peace? It's no longer an idealistic dream. It's a survival tactic.
Is there something like a tolerance religious tolerance that would actually help us to achieve that peace, or do you think that religions all together, the conflict between the separate religions is unavoidable?
I don't know why religions fight. I really don't know why they fight, because there's one God, according to me, but why are they fighting? What are they fighting about? I mean, they are religious, and they should want the whole world to be at peace. I don't understand them.
These were the people that sat next to you on the train into New York City, from the suburbs in New Jersey and Connecticut, Long Island, Brooklyn, early in the morning, in the cold frost. These were the people that were your neighbors, the people you saw every day going to their jobs, people that you passed by on the street or on the stores. Those were the same people that were killed in the gas chambers of the Holocaust.
The baklava maker Sylvia had been through the Holocaust.
To take us to Athens. By the time who you need, she disappeared. We don't know what to do. It was very... After I left Salonika, I was in Athens.
Oh, you went to
I go from Salonika to Athens because it was the Italian there. The Italians don't touch them.
Oh, so you were safe there. You were safe.
It was safe for a little bit because after the Germany come inside Athens.
That's right, they did.
And we left from there.
And then where from there? Where did you go?
2 years I was under the ground. It was very bad.
When you were hiding?
Yes.
You were living with many different families?
Yes, sure. And one don't know where they are the other. Because if you know Germany, they take you and they do very, very bad things, and after you say the truth, they are there, they are there. Nobody knows the one from the other.
Sylvia thought people did mean things out of jealousy, a lack of understanding. New York City suddenly had ruins, like World War II ruins in Europe. Ghost buildings and ghost people. It's time to start finding solutions that really work. Out there in the crowd, solutions must exist.
I think we should look for them.
Yeah.
We don't have the right, to go destroy a country. At that time, people came out of their shell.
Yeah.
They put their indifference on the side and they concentrated on the major thing. I mean, you didn't hear the horns in New York for a week or 2 or 3.
When you hate someone else, it's almost like hating yourself. And that's really the only solution. Love is the only antidote to hatred.
Basically, in California and Los Angeles, people from film should not speak about politics. What is your comment about that?
Oh, listen, people in politics, they always speak about it. I mean, in the early days, and actors went to Washington to protest. And I mean, we like it. We know what we don't want to happen. And I really don't want there to be a war. I don't want there to be havoc in the world.
I don't have the microphone, so I don't know if I'm going to try to talk into this.
Okay.
So maybe we should sit down. Can you sit down for a second?
Sure I can.
Okay.
Be nice to.
So I'm just going to ask you some questions about 9/11.
Okay. It's pretty much, how I view it.
Okay, can you say it again? I don't think it was recording.
It wasn't recording, no.
Sorry.
Well, just, the whole idea that, when horrible things like this happen, you have to respond. You can't allow it to go without any, retribution or punishment. However, the government tends to, overreact a lot of times and take away some of the freedoms that we're trying to protect, that they were trying to take away with the attack.
I just said to myself that I wish humanity would use the intelligence that they have, preserve life, and stop trying to end it.
If you find inner peace, it's much easier to not lash out on others because everyone is crossed by others. Toes are always stepped on.
And a lot of times people are unaware of why they're fighting. A lot of times people are fighting because this condition that they have is all that they know.
Let me ask you, as far as from your perspective, because this documentary is like solution-oriented, how you had a magic wand and you could change like people and stuff like that, how would you change the world and make it into a more positive place?
People couldn't believe that Wendy was actually giving Sylvia's baklava away. She used to be one of the biggest dealers in town not long ago.
My grandmother used to bake too.
Yeah.
She used to bake all sorts of things. Because yes, you need to breathe, and yes, you need to protect yourself, and yes, you never need to forget. On the other hand, when do you stop? And when do you start taking people as individuals?
It certainly made people more willing to be interviewed.
Baklava unites people. Was baklava the secret to world peace?
I mean, there's a famous story when the band started cooking, you know, the James Brown. GIs got up and started dancing. Apparently somebody looked out, you know, from way up on one of the lookout towers, and they saw a bunch of, you know, Viet Cong putting down their weapons, coming out of the bush, and they started dancing too. So, I mean, everybody was kind of grooving to James Brown, you know, the Viet Cong and the Americans too. It had the effect of being able to bridge the gap of uniting everybody in a kind of a unified dance, celebration of life, as opposed to trying to, you know, destroy each other.
If anyone's been in a war and they see these people with missing arms and legs and heads, they would not just happily say, oh, let's go and have a war. It's the people who haven't been in it who it doesn't mean anything. Yes, oh, there'll be some people killed. Yeah, well, it's too bad. But they don't know the reality of it.
War is just a slaughtering house, and this solves nothing.
I would have them get together into groups. The high school kids would come together from all the different warring factors and just live together, right? And go through training, sensitivity, that kind of thing.
You should live a more natural life.
I pretty much feel that all the people in the world are pretty much the same. We're so much alike, it's ridiculous.
As an artist and as a human being of these times, I think it's very important that we find ways to communicate with each other.
The most important one to me is feedback, because people use it to tell us what's going on right and what's going on wrong. And that's our whole history. We listen to feedback, we find out what people need, we do it.
Is my beard on straight?
I think you might have to come closer because the sound won't record.
Okay. Exposure, communication, presenting things in ways that is accessible to different psychologies. One way of speaking to somebody might not work with another. The very real potential for world peace.
One day, out of the blue, Wendy got a phone call. It was Buddy, Ramona's friend. He was in New York on business and called to say hi.
I remember the first time I was in New York and I walked down Schubert Alley. Broadway was a prairie. It was that long ago.
He took over the project.
One man said to the other, "I'm trying to hear you, but my pride is speaking too loudly and it's drowning out all other sounds." His friend said, "Speak up, I can't hear you. The pollution in my heart is making a terrible racket. And I'm not really listening. I'm only waiting for you to stop talking so I could say something." Was that narrative familiar? Did you feel a bit of pain, of embarrassment from recognizing yourself in that pitiful exchange? Don't be embarrassed. It's just a part of life. But before you weep with shame or tell me to go to hell, consider this. Is not the acknowledgement of the non-self the hardest thing for the ego to do? Breaking down the barriers and seeing through others' eyes. Listening to yourselves, listening to others, and removing that which separates us. This is the first step in the science of love.
a lot of work, but if you set your mind to it, you'll be able to do it.
Wendy went back to singing and listened to the music more.
Alright, so we gotta find out what key you're gonna do Stardust in.
Listening very carefully, Wendy now practiced singing 3 hours a day. Buddy wanted to re-edit the documentary a little, and then he organized a few screenings.
And if you were president of the world?
That would be the day.
Project promoting friendship and understanding over jealousy and hate. Artist produced and solution oriented. Sylvia's Baklava is the featured documentary, aka When There Is a Will, There Is a Way. It is a very insightful, potentially groundbreaking piece. Lots of underground ideas are exposed, and the audience will become enlightened about relatively simple ways that can make a huge difference in the way our world works. Things do not have to be the way they are. We don't have to be bombing each other. We don't have to have people committing suicide, etc., etc. This documentary turns around the values that are our mainstream society and showcases alternatives, solutions. If these solutions become embraced in the mainstream, we could be living in a beautiful world because there would be understanding and friendship for all.
Congratulations for your documentary. But next time, you have to have a better camera. Right? Wendy? Next time, better one. You have to buy another.
Near the Ground Zero site, there was a piano bar with an open mic night for singers.
Good evening, everyone. As Jean-Luc Godard once said, are we in a movie or are we in real life? Right now, we are in real life, and we have our open mic night at the Camel of the Nile Bar. And right now, I'd like to present our wonderful bassist, Mr. Barb Arkin. My name is John Weiss. And we'd like to bring up our first performer for this evening, the lovely Wendy. Come on, Wendy, and meet your audience.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Ready to go to work?
Yes. I saw the KFC, which probably don't even need the music.
She's gonna do Stardust in the KFC. No, we don't need the music. Here it is. Don't stand in front of the speaker. Why don't you stand in front of the piano?
Okay.
You want to do Stardust?
By chance, coincidence, or fate, an old acquaintance of Wendy's came in for a drink that night after work. The famous theater producer, Alexei Capella.
Don't call us, okay? We call you.
So now he did call.
You're probably wondering why I called you after our first meeting wasn't that pleasant. I'm preparing a Broadway show, and I was thinking to have a small part for you in it.
Wendy got a real acting job. The colorful days of autumn quickly withered away, and soon winter arrived. On a frosty, crisp morning during the first week of the new year, Sylvia's doorbell rang.
That would be ideal for a nice coffee and a piece of baklava. Give me your recipe and I'll do it.
Today I can.
And you come to my place. Sure. Look what I've brought for you.
Oh, thank
for
you
the
very
whole
much.
family.
Yes. The yellow-gloved baklava thief was none other than Sylvia's closest friend, Estelle.
It's a honey cake.
Thank you.
Smell it.
Estelle now brings a honey cake. As usual, she wants a piece or two of baklava.
It's the best.
Yeah. And will you give me a baklava recipe? Your baklava is the best.
I have to write. I cannot remember.
Oh, you've been making it for so many years.
Yes, I make so many years, but I cannot remember.
Sylvia divulges her secret.
How do you start?
We start with the phyllo.
Yes.
You have to put phyllo,
How many?
butter, 10 in the butter.
Yes.
And after you put nuts,
Yes.
sugar,
Yeah.
and cinnamon. You
That-
mix all together.
Yes.
But you
Oh,
have to the nuts to put in the blender.
Yes, to break them out. Yes, to chop them.
2 cups of sugar,
Yeah.
1 cup of water
Yeah.
to boil.
Yeah. Yeah.
There. When it's boiling, after it's boiling,
Yeah.
but you saw the boil is coming from outside inside.
Yes.
The first, and after they have to come from inside outside.
Yes.
And cinnamon.
You said cinnamon's in it?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't realize. I
Now
didn't
you
have
know.
any cinnamon. Cinnamon! How could I have missed that?
Yes.
Oh, why didn't I think of that? That was the secret ingredient.
Yes.
Cinnamon. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so very welcome. The only one?
Yes.
Oh, what a privilege. Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome.
Is someone over there? Someone there? Hello? Come on out. Come on, Cappuccino. Go over there. Someone is hiding there. Go, quick.
The latest show to hit the air is Rasputin's musical journey.
The only good baklava is Sylvia's baklava. The ancient Greek recipe, handed down from generation to generation in the ancient caves of ancient Greece. Baklava, baklava, Sylvia's baklava. Sylvia's baklava is good.
KATINA now sells baklava on eBay. And Wendy drives into the city to rehearse her Broadway show. Parking is always a big problem in the Big Apple. Next time, take a bus, Wendy. Sylvia considers the menu. So many options.
So, what will it be today?
Green cheese again.
Grilled cheese and French fries again? Or you're Sylvia who makes the baklava, right?
Yes.
Your baklava is wonderful. People are talking about it. And I was thinking I'd like to sell it here. So how about if like you give me the recipe and I'll let you eat here free every day for a month. So now you come in here, you like our grilled cheese. Is that okay? No, why not?
We're talking about time.
Well, tell me what you want. How about 2 months? 2 months eating free, grilled cheese, French fries?
A percentage? Yes.
You want a percentage, I see. All right, well, what percentage do you want? Think about what we talked about yesterday?
Yes.
What do you think? That makes it very easy.
But then how she controls what you sell?
What do you mean? I make it according to her recipe.
Yes, but then if she wants percentage, how it's going to work out?
You're
Because
right.
it's her name.
Because the next thing you know, people saying, hey, Sylvia's baklava is no good anymore.
Yes, yes.
So we'll make a contract that's renewable every month, and she has to approve of it. You know, she'll taste it every month, okay?
At first, Sylvia was a little sad to have given away her recipe. But she quickly got over it, as she realized she was doing a good thing. By making her recipe legal and available at last, it would stop the dangerous addictions, end the crimes associated with the baklava trade, and thus also end the days of the underground baklava mafia. Soon, Everywhere you turned, you could see Sylvia's baklava for sale. Paparazzi started following Sylvia everywhere. KATINA negotiated unlimited TikTok food for a year, besides a great percentage. People lined the streets to buy Sylvia's baklava at the TikTok diner. They sold thousands of pieces in a few hours that first weekend.
Sylvia, we're dedicating our menu to you.
Look, isn't that nice? After you finish with the baklava, you start sewing diamonds.
Sylvia's family wanted to sell baklava all over the country and overseas too. This was big business around the world. Sylvia agreed to make it, but she wanted 80% of the profits. And that was not negotiable. They agreed.
Change all around the country. The logistics of becoming a chain of Sylvia's baklava.
I think it's better on a franchise basis. Prepared and ready to go tomorrow.
Maybe we can.
By midnight.
Yes, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. It's pound of baklava, I don't know.
And I have to cut it. You make the baklava, I cut the baklava. Then I can do it.
I am ready for tomorrow. I can do tomorrow. Would be rich.
Can you do it?
No.
Tomorrow.
I am not sure. I don't know. I don't promise. I don't promise. Maybe yes. I try.
I can't believe they want me to drop everything that I'm doing and go help make the baklava. I have a really important audition tomorrow. It's a callback for a really important show. I have to learn 10 lines of dialogue between now and tomorrow morning, and they want me to drop everything that I'm doing and go inside and make baklava. I can't believe it. I coordinated this whole deal. I did everything else. Why can't they make the baklava? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. They should be making the baklava, not me. I don't even know how to make it.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go and start making the baklava.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sylvia certainly appreciated the eager volunteer helpers. Baklava also brewed into the perfect hot beverage, naturally sweet and caffeine-free.
Baklava with chocolate, baklava with almond, baklava with ice cream, everything is baklava. Baklava is the
Shock. They used to have been sweeping the country. It's been a baklava explosion.
Yes, we are going to bring the best flour from Canada and the best butter from France. Everything is baklava. Everything is made baklava, and everything becomes baklava.
As long as I make the percentage and he does the work, no problem for me.
The Sylvia's Baklava fashion line was introduced later on that year.
I am upset. I want to walk. I don't like the car. Come with me and I'll show you how you do the baklava.
Having a dinner party. It's going to be a rousing success. Dessert. Baklava, of course. As you can see, a little fell on the stove. Some people would throw this out once it falls on the floor. But no, not me. Not Sylvia's baklava. There's nothing in the world quite like it. See, there's nothing wrong with it. It's good. It's good for you. Everyone should eat it. And now that you can get it online, so cheap, so easy, what else can you possibly ask for?
How many people are coming to your dinner party?
12.
How much baklava do you have?
For them or me?
Stop pushing me!
So the crimes associated with baklava were now a thing of the past.
Thank you, Jane. And in the world of film, the Academy, for the first time in its history, has acknowledged the work of a no-budget digital production, Wendy Poli's documentary, Sylvia's Baklava. the darker-than-dark horse of this year's competition, has beat out both Martin Spielberg and Steven Scorsese to win the Best Documentary Award this year. A no-budget digital video can outperform even the biggest budgets in Hollywood, and how just a simple idea, when put forth with good writing and good technique, can capture the imagination of the filmmakers. A spokesperson for this year's extravaganza told Sure Witness News that Wendy, an actress in the New York area, is currently playing the role of Elise in Alex A. Capella's production of Stairway to Heaven on Broadway.
And they all lived happily ever after.
What's the purpose of your being?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Pizza? Pizza? Well, excuse me. All you care about is pizza?
I really want to be an actor.
If you really want to be an actor, why can't you memorize a goddamn line, let alone a monologue? What's so hard to do that? What do you think it's a joke? You'll never be an actor if you don't memorize lines or even have any feeling towards the character. Wait, wake up. Wake up. I'm talking to you seriously. So what's the character about? Can you tell me?
He's a pizza chef.
What about a monologue? Do you remember the monologue that I gave you last week?
Is that something you put on pizza?
If you're so good with pizza, what about memorizing the goddamn menu and then trying to do that right? Oh, you can do that. And if you can do that, you can do a monologue.
Yeah.
So what's stopping you?
You can't eat a monologue, you can eat pizza.
You're wasting my time. Not only are you wasting my time, you're wasting your time. I've been telling you this. Do yourself a favor, okay? Don't waste my time anymore. 1, 2, I couldn't give a flying you know what. Because you want to eat pizza all the time. I'm not your buddy to eat pizza. I'm here to teach you how to become an actor and a human being.
All right, I'll get the pizza delivered.
New York City just loves Sylvia's baklava, as does the rest of the world. Fan mail kept pouring in. Heartfelt letters, poems, and beautiful postcards came in from every corner of the globe. There's nothing like Sylvia's baklava, honey, with a little cinnamon on top.
particular peace palaces will be sort of beacons of knowledge, of open new solutions to problems. They will also incorporate programs of meditation, and the other benefit to these things, to these peace palaces, they'll be supported by local investors who will get their money back by Vedic organic farming.